Mike muted this entire time?
I think it was.
Oh, shit. Okay, we're so sorry. Oh
Now
my
can you
god,
hear
wait.
us?
Okay. Yeah, I can't even hear us on the TV. I am so sorry. We were muted. Wait, we were... I could finger spell. Wait, we were M-U-T-E-D. I fixed it,
can't
okay?
do that, so,
Okay, so... Let's get 1 second to catch up. I am very sorry. Okay, guys, so as we were saying, out of all the Star Wars stories, this is episode 4,
Twitter
A New Hope. There's Empire Strikes Back, episode 6. And then Return of the Jedi, episode... No, that's episode 6. Which I guess was going to be called Revenge of the Jedi.
Was it?
Yeah, it was going to be...
Cool.
There was actually t-shirts out there. There's actually like really rare t-shirts out there called Revenge of the Jedi. But they canceled it because the idea of revenge and Jedi, they didn't like that because they thought it would make the Jedi seem more evil. Even though we're going to get into that later. But... And then there's the prequels. Episode 1, Phantom Menace. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then there's the episode 7, which is The Force Awakens. And the new one, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Coming up at episode 8, The Last Jedi. This coming up winter and December. Now, I think the first thing we should do is go by all, 8 Star Wars movies out there right now in our order of favorites to least favorites. Are you ready? Are you ready? How about I'll start with myself. My most favorite of all of them, probably everyone else will probably agree with me. It's basically the most favorite. My favorite is Star Wars Episode 5, Return of the Sith. I think it's called Return of the Sith, yeah. Because that's the one where, spoilers, you'll find out who Darth Vader is. And it's really action-packed.
Isn't 5 Empire?
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Sith? Whatever. Empire Strikes Back. But Episode 5 is my favorite one out of them all. Because it's really good. You hear a lot of secrets, and it has a cool snow bears. I forgot the actual name of them. That's my fault. I'm an idiot, but... Wampus, thank you. After Episode 5, let me see. After Episode 5, for me, it's Episode 6. After Episode 6, I would say... let me see. Episode 6.
Huh.
I think after Episode 6, I would go Episode 4. I think for me, it's 6, 5, 4, and then Episode 7. So Episode 6, 5, 4, Episode 7, and then, let me see. Now we're getting to the tough matter. Yeah, so for me, it's 6, 5, 4, 7, and then Rogue One. So far, out of all my favorite movies, mine are Episode 6, 5, 4, and then 7. Ari, can you hear us? Out of all my favorite movies, mine are Episode 6. Okay,
right, we have a mic going now.
Yeah, I just muted myself. Okay, good. But let me see. I said 5. Yeah, 5, 6, 4, and then 7. Then Rogue One. Now we're getting into the itty-gritty matter. Don't hate me. Do not hate me. But then I like Episode 1, Phantom Menace. I don't know why everyone hated it so much. I know it's because of Jar Jar Binks. I know he's a meme of how everyone hates Episode 1 because Jar Jar Binks ruins it. And I know that's how we're going to make everyone hate me. But you know what? Jar Jar Binks isn't... He's iffy, but you should not hate the movie because of Jar Jar Binks. Episode 1 was actually good. I actually really enjoyed it. There was a lot of bad humor. Like, the droids are very incompetent, as a couple of my friends have said, which I totally understand. But, you see, this is how I see it. Now, as we move on, we're going to push forward to my next one, which is a close one. And I still struggle with each one. As for Episode 2, I hate it. Episode 3, I hate it. Episode 2 sucks, but there's a one cool entire fight scene of all the clones and then the droids and then the Count Dooku fight at the ending.
Oh, I fucking hated that. That was my least favorite part of the movie.
I don't know. I said there's that one thing to fight for it. That one only good part of the movie, which wasn't even that good. And then the third episode was just a big Star Wars fight. It's a big lightsaber fight. That's all it was. But if I had to choose one, I would say next episode 3, and then episode 2. Episode 2 was terrible. All it was is, I hate sand. I'm a teenager who's angsty, and I'm so stupid. And everyone hates me. And blah. So there's my list for my favorite Star Wars movies, from most favorite to least favorite. Star Wars Episode 5, 6, 4, 7, Rogue One, and then 1, 3, and 2. That's my list of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Now, your turn.
Let's see. I think 5, 6, 4 for the originals, and those are on top, obviously, because they haven't been able to do Star Wars as well as they originally did Star Wars. So 5, 6, 4. I'm probably gonna put 7 next, then Phantom Menace.
Really?
Yeah, Phantom Menace. I think Revenge of the Sith, then Rogue One, and then Attack of the Clones on the very bottom.
So you're not a huge Rogue One fan?
It was okay, but like a lot of it was literally just like, hey, remember Bail Organa? Remember AT-ATs? It was a lot of throwbacks, which is cool,
Yeah.
but
Which is why I'm still on the fence between Phantom Menace and
like
Rogue One.
as a movie, I don't think Rogue One works. Like, with a lot of the other Star Wars movies, you can almost kind of watch them as an individual movie and kind of make sense of it. But with Rogue One, it's just kind of like, okay, all this stuff is happening, but why though? So
just to film an animation?
Sure, that works.
Or something else you think?
No, film and animation's fine.
Okay, here we go. There we go. So, if you're in the audience, you want to ask us, let us know. What is your favorite? What do you think? Okay, let's see where we are. Audience, you want to ask us, let us know. What? Oh, not that far behind. Sweet.
Yeah, it's not really much.
Okay, good. Now, guys, we have like a 10-second delay. Not even. So, keep talking to us. Now, let's get into some fan theories now. Episode 7. Episode 8 is coming up. And we're going to learn a lot of stuff. I know the biggest thing going around is we're going to learn who Emperor Snoke is.
Do we want to go straight into Snoke? And I don't think we're going to learn that.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to cock tease us until the last movie.
Or they might release who he is, or at either the last second.
No, there's no way.
Or during here's 2 things you could do. Release it the last second when the movie ends. Do like, Emperor Snoke, who are you? Then ends there.
All right, no,
or ends ends before he says it, like kind of like The Sopranos. Or
no, they're not going to do that. I will literally.
Or they'll be like, Emperor Snoke, who are you? I am.
No. Okay, the things you said were the exact same thing. Basically, just they lead up to a reveal and then they cut off before it happens. And if that happens, I will shit on every square inch of Skywalker Ranch. I promise you. Jesus Christ, they'd better not end it like that. But yeah, I just don't think we're going to ever find I don't think we're gonna find out who Snoke is in this movie.
Okay.
I don't think.
So you want to start with Snoke discussions, or?
No, not really. I kind of want to lead off with something stupid and bullshitty.
Okay. How about we start discussing each movie for how we felt about them. We're gonna start with the original trilogy, not the prequels, because that's the way you have to watch it. As my dad said, if you were a new Star Wars watcher, then be careful on the stream because we are going to post spoilers. Say a lot of spoilers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So be careful. There are spoilers.
Why don't you just put spoilers right in the thing?
In fact, I'm going to say most likely will contain.
No, just put spoilers in big letters and leave it at that. You don't need to write a fucking novel.
Spoilers. There we go.
Add some exclamation points for decoration.
Decoration. For decoration. I'm just joking. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna start episode 4. Yeah, now, again, be careful with the. Again, be careful because we're going to.
Where are we start? We should start with
No, we start episode 4. Here's the deal. Before we start, we're going to start. My dad did say, here is the order of movies as you should watch them. People usually say watch the original trilogy before the prequels because you get the big secret reveal of who Darth Vader is, and you want to experience it, not like learn it from the storyline. Now, here's the deal. Now, this is my dad. I agree with my dad. This is the best way to watch the movie. First, start with episode 4. Go to episode 5. After episode 5, jump down to episodes 1, 2, and 3 as a flashback. And afterwards that, go to episode 6. And then episode 7. I'm not really including Rogue One. I guess if you want to include Rogue One, you would do 1, 2, 3, Rogue One. But the basic point is watch 4 and 5 first, and then episodes 1, 2, and 3 as a flashback, and then jump to 6 for the finale, basically. And then episode 7 for continuing on the story.
That's an interesting way of doing it. I guess I can see your argument, though.
Yeah, but because you have to hear the storyline.
I literally just watch release order. I feel like that works best. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Force Awakens, Rogue One.
Yes.
It's gonna get more confusing though once you do, or once you add in all these little side stories. So it's probably gonna. Once everything happens, it's probably gonna be like 4, 5.
What's your beer?
I'm like halfway done. Once it happens, it's probably gonna be like 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and then all the extra shit if you feel like it. I don't know.
No.
But yeah.
Do you want to start with episode 4?
I think we should do talking about it just in chronological order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Because we're mostly going to be talking about episode 8 and the Han Solo movie.
Oh.
And those all have a lot to do with 4, 5, and 6. So, like, if we start out with 4, 5, and 6, it won't be fresh by the time we get to that.
Okay. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
And we'll start out with Will's defense of Jar Jar Binks.
Hi, Mr. Jar Jar. Jar Jar, I'm not defending Jar Jar Binks. He isn't competent. He's supposed to be a comic relief character, and people have been saying that George Lucas added Jar Jar in so the kids can enjoy the movie.
That was stupid.
But you shouldn't hand it over because of Jar Jar Binks. I don't mind Jar Jar Binks because I like having like a character in there who's just an idiot and makes mistakes because, I mean, everyone loves the time where everyone's like, I mean, come on. There's a character like that in every single fucking Star Wars
salty,
movie.
But whatever.
There's a character like that in every single Star Wars movie.
No, there isn't. There's C-3PO.
Hey, down with the dwarf. That's not a nice thing to say. You are mean. You are a mean person. We're trying to have a lovely discussion about Star Wars.
I like how he said he has it. Like, not get cancer or anything, just, I have fucking cancer.
What's your argument? Tell me why. Why would kids enjoy laser swords more than dumb frogs?
Well,
I feel like dumb frogs could be entertaining to watch. So tell me your argument. Go ahead.
Dumb frogs are kind of marketed towards, like, you, and only you. I'm pretty sure George Lucas just wrote that character for you, honestly. But...
Gungan. I'm a Gungan. I'm a Hungan.
Okay.
Gungans are hung.
Phantom Menace has a literal 7-year-old in it. If that doesn't relate to kids, like...
Just because there's a kid in the movie does not mean it relates to kids.
Well, yeah, but it's...
I know you said laser swords. Molly said he has to be nicer to me. So Molly, here's the proof. He's not being nice to me.
Yeah, I haven't told her we're doing this yet.
Oh shit. But anyways, Jar Jar isn't that bad. I mean, I understand he's an idiot, but like, everyone needs an idiot. In our channel, you have me. I'm the idiot of the channel. You need me to have the channel. I help it get to a point where, I don't know right now, but you need an idiot in all your stuff. And that's Phantom Menace, but I think...
Who would I be in the prequels? Probably Greedo, honestly.
No, you would be... Who would Sean be? Tell us. Who would Sean be in the prequels? Let me think. Out of all 3 prequels?
Sure, why not?
Oh, fuck. Shit. Who the fuck would you be?
If we're going all 3, I don't know. Maybe like a background character in that one diner in the second movie.
I would say you would be Red Leader standing by who gets shot down.
He agrees with me.
Little Greedo. Aww. Sababa. Who would I be? Who do you think I would be in the Star Wars universe? And do not say Jar Jar, because I would not be Jar Jar.
That's the most accurate.
I'm not as incompetent as Jar Jar is, okay? Jar Jar is worse than I am. At least I'm entertaining. That's the Hey, wanna buy some ducksticks? But these are prequels, not the original movies.
Oh,
We're talking about
Misa
prequels.
stuck my dick in a thermal detonator.
Are you sure you're not Jar Jar? I got a text. Let's see if it's someone important.
And now when you say like, oh no it's not, you're gonna piss off whoever sent you the text.
Sweet. Tom's coming by. Sweet. Okay. I am not Jar Jar. I am not Jar Jar, okay?
This has already devolved into just...
Okay, let's moving on. Episode 2 now.
Accusing you of being Jar Jar Binks.
Episode 2. Let's move on. Episode 2. Shit.
I hated it. The supposing excited part of the movie was the worst part, and the rest was just as bad.
And let me guess. You are Jabba. You are Jabba the Hutt. I know you, and you are Jabba the Hutt. You are Jabba the Hutt, and I know you are, and you know you are too.
I mean, if he gets to flick you off a balcony, he'd probably be down with that.
I think I am Sababa. I am cool like Sababa. I don't know. What? Episode 2 now. Was this shit?
Hated it. Let's move on.
It was shit? Okay. Episode 3. I hated that too.
Episode 2 was literally just filler. Like, okay, Episode 2 was the equivalent of the fucking missions in video games where they're just like, hey, go here, get the thing, come back, go there, get the thing, come back, go there, get the thing,
here we go.
Come back.
Episode
That's
2.
all of Episode 2.
Episode 2 is the tutorial mode of Simpsons Hit and Run. Episode 2 is the underwear episode of Xenoblade Chronicles. Episode 2 is the Jar Jar Binks Episode 1. Pretty much like that kind of stuff.
Literally the entire Tony Hawk's Underground series.
No, I would say at least more like 2. The first one wasn't too bad. I guess. I haven't played it
like
since
the
I was in high
actual
school.
missions were literally just that. It's just, hey, go complete a task and then come back to me.
You better bet he's very smooth. Okay.
So it would be what? What does Anakin even like?
He like
being a bitch?
We know he does not like sand.
What's the opposite of sand? Glass?
No, because sand gets... Oh, maybe because anger is like heat. And heat makes sand to glass, so...
Okay, we're getting too into this. Let's move on to something else.
Episode 3. I hate Episode 3 too. It was terrible.
Yeah, like... It was kind of weak.
I know you and other friends... Tony Hawk was a bitch too, okay?
I love the Tony Hawk series, but it's still a lot of just completing missions and that's it.
Ugh.
Still a good series. I like playing those games. Got me into skateboarding. I hated it.
Okay.
I hated skateboarding, not the series.
Okay, now let's see. Padme. I didn't... Padme, what can I say? She... At least Jar Jar tried. Padme didn't really try. She was like trying some stuff in Phantom Menace. Padme was somewhat trying a bit, but
he's talking about Episode 2 being the best prequels.
I know.
A lot happened. I liked it.
I mean, I don't like Episode 3 because Episode 3 is good, but I don't like Andrew Christian as Anakin.
Andrew Christian?
Andrew Christian, yeah.
Hayden Christensen?
Thank
maybe?
you, fucking. Hayden Christensen.
Andrew Christian.
Here's the point. I love General Grievous. Grievous is fucking badass. And all the Grievous scenes were fantastic. I loved Grievous.
What? Oh, because he does your fucking voice acting thing.
What voice acting?
Whenever you do a voice, like, you probably don't even realize this, but whenever you try to do a voice, you like I'll do the chain smoking grandpa thing was a pretty good example. Yeah. It's just like, oh, hi Mario, and then you'd stop and like, you do that. Yeah, you do that after everything, but you do that a lot when you do actual voice acting too. And it's something you should work on, maybe if you want to go professional with it, but it's not really a problem for the channel.
What did you do? Okay, so down with the dwarf. Apparently, you can't comment anymore. But what did you do? Is it saying for a bit or for the rest of the stream?
I don't know. We didn't do anything to block you, so this is a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Wait, YouTube actually blocks people from our channel? We're finally fucking getting somewhere.
Oh, there he goes. Grievous is okay. Maybe because you commented too much, so gotta keep waiting a bit.
All right.
Well, Grievous's character, I feel like, is different because most of his body, most of who he is gone. He has his heart. I think his heart, some of his organs still left in him.
Yeah, but they don't explain that in the movie.
I know, it's just fucking bullshit. Like, how can you have a fucking good movie like that and not explain that?
That's actually one of the things I hated about the second and third movies. You had Count Dooku and General Grievous. Those were the two bad guys. They didn't fucking tell you anything about them. Fucking Count Dooku comes in at the last 15 minutes of the second movie, and it's just like, hey, I'm the bad guy now, guys. And they were just like, oh, he's the bad guy. We're gonna fucking get that guy. And then, like, he shows up for 5 minutes in the third movie. They didn't have...
I mean, you kind of saw Count Dooku a little bit in episode 2 when he was meeting... I forgot. It's... Fuck.
Yeah, but
it's like his kind, but he was meeting his race. Help me I can't figure out the race, but he met with them and told them plans. They didn't like it.
Wikipedia would tell you.
Yeah, they'll tell me. But with Grievous, though, and I was getting off the point for Grievous, he lost most of who he was, and he's just a machine. But AI things are still existing, so he should still have more character.
No, he's not AI.
I didn't mean like that. I meant like more to the point to where he's robot, but he's still partly alive, but not entirely. Because he's not. Because right now it's like he's basically, what's the word? He's basically hooked up to exist still. Kind of like if you're dying, you're plugged in to keep alive. That's who he is. So not all of his personality is coming through. Where he's dope. It explains more in the books where he's a dope, a Kalish warlord betrayed and took by the Separatists, turned into a Jedi.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Fuck.
Like, they don't give you any reason to hate the bad guys. It's like fucking Suicide Squad. Like, in Suicide Squad, they're going after the Joker, or Batman's going after the Joker in that one, like, scene where they're doing the Harley Quinn backstory and everything. Like, he's going after the Joker, but why? The Joker literally went to a club. He just wanted to go clubbing and drive his Lamborghini. That's all the Joker wanted to do. They gave you no reason to, like, see him as an evil person. Aside from the fact that he's actually the Joker and you know stuff from the comics.
But,
like,
episode 3 sucks.
Yeah, you can't just put a bad guy in a movie and be like, that's the bad guy. Hate him.
I mean, episode 1...
You have to give us reason.
Episode 1 kind of did give us... Here's the thing. It's kind of the same thing with Darth Maul. But with Darth Maul, it was a different situation because you didn't need to know too much about him. All you knew was Darth Sidious, spoiler, who was really turned to Palpatine, is trained Darth Maul, and all you need to know about him slightly is that he's a fucking badass Jedi who's like powerful. You don't know too much about him. It would be cool to know more about Darth Maul.
Darth Maul wasn't really the bad guy in episode 1. Like, he was the big end fight person.
Yeah,
but he wasn't really the bad guy. It wasn't like, hey, we've got to go kill Darth Maul or anything like that. It was like, okay, we have to save Naboo. Oh, this jackass with horns is in our way. I guess we got to fight him now. So Darth Maul was just kind of like a side quest, honestly.
But like, the thing that pissed me off the most about the prequels was they were too focused on, hey, here's, again, spoilers, here's how Anakin became Darth Vader. They were too focused on that, they forgot the plot about characters. They could have. I would have
Yeah,
loved to
I
see
can
more
agree with
Grievous
that.
shit. I would have loved to see more Grievous, possibly more Grievous through episode 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure Grievous was existing. Sith Jedi. I was pretty sure Grievous was existing through episodes 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure he was. I would have loved to see that carry on, but no. They're too fucking focused on Anakin. And that's bullshit.
Yeah.
We know who he becomes. We understand that. Episode 4, 5, 6. You know Anakin was Darth Vader. We're going to see his transition. We get that. But we don't need to see that. We understand that. I want to see more of the outside influences that were around him. Not him, but also the Sith, also the Empire, the Trade Federation, everywhere. I want to see more of those.
Even if they wanted to focus solely on Anakin, they could have done better. Because, like, with Anakin, like, he's fine through the first movie, obviously. He's fine through the second movie. It's not really a problem. Like, he does the whole, like, he kills people, but he's not really thinking about being a Sith. And then even, like, the first half of the third movie, he's not even really thinking about being a Sith. He's, like, it's just kind of, like, something that was said to him, and it's just kind of there. And then all of a sudden, it's just, hey.
Really?
All of a sudden, I'm going to be a Sith.
Yeah. Definitely post a link or something
open up
because
Wikipedia, but
yeah,
just look them up on Wikipedia.
I don't think we're gonna be on much longer because we're just gonna finish the movie so fast. But like, I didn't want to read more about that. I am really interested in finding out who Grievous was before he's a cyborg. I'm really interested in that. Okay, while Sean's over there. Okay, when he comes back, we're gonna get into episode 4, which is A New Hope. Wait. Not just the man, but the woman. Not just the man, but the woman. And the children too. I killed them with the lightsaber because I'm Darth Vader. Question. Who does Anakin hate more? Sand or animals? That was probably a dumb question. I lost my train of thought. But do you think that's why he hates sand? Because sand and sand hippo? Because sand hippo are sand hippo, he hates sand. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm a dumbass who can't make a phrase in my mouth. But I don't know. I know people like episode 3, but episode 3 honestly is just one big lightsaber fight at the end, which is decent. But I don't like it because I understand all the tricks or whatever, but there's too much special effects, CGI. I be saying that wrong, but I played the video game, episode 3. The effects looked 90%, maybe like 87, 90%, just like the video game. And they looked exactly the same. They looked exactly the same. What?
Oh, you're going to
Yeah. They looked exactly the same.
What the?
So like, I was somehow I played the game. I know that. I know he hated sand. I'm trying to make a bad joke. But the fact that he hated Oh yeah, the game. The fact that the game's effects during that fight scene looked just like the same effects of the movie bothered me a bit. If you're gonna put that much stuff towards Star Wars, make it look better. I don't know where it is. It might be in my room somewhere here. Got it.
Alright, you got it? Alright.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. I went to open it.
Got it.
Alright.
A little bit more.
Alright. I went to open it and I got wood underneath the cap.
Are you talking about episode 3? Yeah. I mean, it was a good fight scene. I'm not saying... No, I have not heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Obi versus Vader was good. There was emotion in it. The Yoda versus the Snoke.
Yeah, because like.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
I mean, like I said, the effects were terrible. However, the fight was still good. But they didn't even fight. Yoda walks in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Royal Guards will be more useful than the Red Guard or the Royal Guards. More useful than just Yoda walking in, knockout, and they were just throwing chairs at each other. And I felt really awkward when Plagueis.
Continue your.
Yeah, but like, it's just like slightly different than just I'm gonna throw a chair at you, and then Darth Sidious is like, ha ha ha, wait, you're throwing at me? I better jump away.
Yeah.
It just
I feel I'm just coming up with this right now, but I feel like so excuse me if it's not like completely coherent, but I feel like because basically the whole point of the what the fuck are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
I feel like the whole point of the Yoda versus Plagueis, or not Plagueis, the Yoda versus Darth Sidious thing in the Senate.
Here we go.
I feel like the whole point of that was to set up Yoda exiling himself. And, like, okay, cool, you lost a fight and you gotta exile yourself or something. I feel like Yoda should have done some, like, really shady shit in that fight.
Ready? Hey, Sean, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
I watched the movie
it's
3
Sith
days ago.
Legend. Darth Plagueis was a Darth Lord of the Sith. So powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life.
Nice meme, but I was doing
he
like
had
an original
such
idea
a knowledge of the dark side that he could even keep the ones he cared for from dying. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful. The only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, and not himself.
They didn't fucking explain that shit either, that Sidious was Plagueis' apprentice.
They didn't explain it! It was obvious!
Yeah.
Listen, he was... He couldn't say he could say other himself. It was completely obvious he was his apprentice.
Well, yeah, they do that. Like, you got a little bit of that going on, but like for somebody watching the movie the first time, they're not going to get that. You actually need to look into.
Well, if you watch episode 3 alone, yes, you're going to get that. But Palpatine's, or I think at that point, Palpatine's alter ego at that point said, funny, he could save others from death but not himself. The way he looked at his face and said it's obvious by the way he says that.
Yeah, I get the acting.
You don't need a BFA from Niagara University to know that. I'm funny.
Yeah, I get the acting cues and everything, but I feel like it should have at least been mentioned at some point. Maybe they'll mention it later. I don't know.
Say you're sorry to Sean. Sean is very upset that you said that. I don't know what. Sean is very upset.
What? No, he's saying sorry because you read it back for some fucking reason.
Oh. Fuck! Oh, anyways, I'm on episode 4. Episode 4, there was so much on episode 4 that I did like. A lot of people like to point out how awkward the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight was. They're like...
Basically.
And Mirage Shadowmourne was the squid. Episode 4. I liked episode 4.
Everybody likes episode 4.
Carrie Fisher. Poor Carrie Fisher, but I loved Carrie Fisher as Leia. But
pour one out. I'm just gonna pour a beer out on your floor, alright?
No, I'll chug it.
Yeah,
Carrie Fisher was good.
Yeah, I'll drink to Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Beer. Cheers to Carrie Fisher. Cheers to Carrie Fisher.
Trickle of the stream.
I love Carrie Fisher. I had to figure out what more shows she was in. I watched some cartoons she was voicing characters for, but at least for you Jar Jar fans, apparently Jar Jar Binks was on episode. No, he was on Alderaan when the Empire blew it up. So There you go. Jar Jar's dead. Which is why episode 4 is probably Kyle's favorite.
Isn't that extended universe though?
What?
The app they were watching is legit squid like on the wiki. Oh. That's cool.
We should watch it. Let's go watch it. Okay.
Well,
now, General Tarkin. I love General Tarkin. I'm gonna skip past Rogue One because, I mean, basic Rogue One. The fact how Jedi's father created the plot hole, literally plot hole in the Death Star to lead down to the exhaust pipes and blow up the Death Star, to the reactor, the main reactor, and they get the plan to one of the command ships, which teleports the plans out. Not teleports the plans out, but they hand it off and get through there. Leia gives the plans away, but episode 4 wasn't too bad. But there are some things cut out. Like apparently, yeah. One thing I loved was how it was a deleted scene I recently saw. It was a joke. Oh. Tarkin. Yes, I love Tarkin, but apparently
Tarkin.
No, CGI Tarkin. I love Tarkin. I wanted to see him again, but CGI was just too much. It's kind of Carrie Fisher. I don't want to see a CGI Leia. I want to just let her go because I feel like it'll be insult to Carrie Fisher.
Let it go.
Don't sing that song anymore. Okay, now.
Didn't she already do most of her parts for episode 8? So.
Yeah, she was 40 from episode 8 though. No, I meant like hole as in like hole, actual hole into the reactor. But like, there was the scene where Luke was outside, looked up, and where Luke looked up and saw the fight going on between the ship and the ship, Imperial starship, and then he ran to his friends to tell them, but by that time, C-3PO and R2-D2 already left. They already had Princess Leia, and the fight just ended. The friends looked up and said, "We don't see a fight going on," and then they believe him. Then Luke's best friend said, "Oh, he's gonna be a pilot for the rebellion." It was, what, really? Oh man, so cool. And that's one of the reasons.
He's talking about Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah, I know that, but like, that's one of the reasons why Luke wanted to go to the rebellion, because one of his best friends was going into the rebellion to fight, and Luke wanted to join his best friend and wanted to be there. That's how I took it. Episode 4 was good. It was a little weird. I felt like, it wasn't weird, but it was the point where you had to appreciate older movies because a lot of people like to comment, "Oh, episode 1, 2, and 3 has more intense lightsaber battles than episode 4 and 5, 6." Of course, they are going to, because they don't have with the effects, special effects, with the actors training more. It's going to be different, but you have to still appreciate it. I'd still really appreciate it. And as people always say, Stormtroopers are terrible aim. But in episode 4, they were purposely missing. You know that?
Yeah, I know. I've heard that theory.
Yeah, no, they actually were purposely missing. Okay. And the reason was because when Han Solo's Millennium Falcon was in the Han shoots first, but when they're in the Death Star, they put they realized who they were. They put a tracker device in the Millennium Falcon and chased them to have them drive away. That way, they would go to Yavin. I still think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I still think it's Yavin 4. Oh, yeah, Biggs. That's his name, Biggs. Thank you. But Yavin 4 is where the rebellion was.
It is Yavin 4.
Yeah, Yavin 4 was where they were living. Not living, but that's where the rebellion was stationed. They chased them away so that when they went to Yavin 4, they would know where the rebellion was stationed, and then they could go after them and destroy it.
It's Yavin, not Yavin.
Is it? I thought it was okay. But my apologies then. But that's why
you gotta get this shit right.
Fuck you. But that's why they did that. They did that so they could chase them and figure out where the rebellion was. Episode 5 now was awesome. I love episode 5. It was fantastic. The opening sequence, the small bit on the outside. That's stupid, but like, I just really enjoyed the movie. I think this goes like I think I was talking to Sam, who was one of my good friends. He made a point how, and you know, Star Wars Rogue One, the Star Wars story, the AT-ATs where
Yeah.
they had a huge hole in the middle of them, right?
Yeah.
Because at that point, the Empire used them only for transporting and storage.
Yeah, they.
But
they explained that.
but they use it for offensive because they're under attack. It wasn't until after that point and later on they decided to use these things for offensive missions.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Episode 5. Let me see. Lando. Let's talk about Lando's morals. And who the fuck is Sam? But let's talk about Lando's morals. Now,
Okay.
do you think he did the right thing?
With like in what aspect?
Betraying Landon, not betraying Han, getting everyone captured.
Do you think
so
he did
on.
the right thing?
Yeah. And how he got Han captured and frozen in carbonite, and
the
then
Rogue One or AT-ACT,
what?
not AT-AT. Cargo variant. So
thank you.
It's two different kinds.
Yes.
It would be like the Oh, what's a good example? Like
So the guys aren't watching the comments. Donald the Dwarf says that the ones from Rogue One are AT-ACTs, not AT-ATs.
Yeah.
No. Which ones? What ones that carry the cargo?
Yeah, it's like how the military has different distinctions between like, oh, this Jeep has a machine gun on it, and this Jeep is just a normal Jeep.
Okay, now
that type of thing.
For Lando, the thing about Lando is he's a good guy. I understand he did it for his people, and I think he was somewhat doing the right thing in a way because he knew how he didn't know. And there are some things that happened where he was like coming in the Darth Vader saying, "Hey, we didn't agree to that. We didn't agree to that." So all of his agreements went down the hill. But if he did eventually free Leia and company and tell his people you're now under Empire control. Oh yeah, that's the point. Thank you, Donald the Dwarf. I was just getting to that point. He waited until Darth Vader was just about leaving. So was Boba Fett. He was waiting until they were leaving first. Because if he would have right away said rebellion, Darth Vader would have killed him. Probably killed half the people there. But he was waiting.
I guess you were just kind of asking like the wrong question.
Yeah.
You were asking it more of like an ethical sense.
Yeah.
And it's more of like, did he? I guess you said did he do the right thing?
Yeah.
But
like it was more like a thing where he was
thinking of it more in an ethical.
I guess calling Jack Sparrow. He was waiting for the opportune moment. He couldn't do anything with everything there. When half the people were already gone, of course Darth Vader left some military on the planet and the facility to keep things in touch and keep things in check. But after the biggest threats left, that's when he was like, okay, folks, I'm not gonna fight for this place, but it's under Empire control.
Yeah.
If you want to leave, but Empire is controlling it now, so I would get the hell out.
Yeah. So essentially, what he did was a little cowardly, but justifiable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us would have done the same thing. Why we would want to say Darth Vader, fuck no, get the fuck out of here. We would.
Oh, Last Jedi is the next one. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I told you that already. I thought. Okay.
Oh, did you? Alright.
Now, episode 6. I'm gonna skip part of the huge spoiler, episode 5, in case someone's watching this and doesn't really know about that.
Are you fucking kidding?
Are
you
talking
about the most spoiled thing in movie history?
First off, wait, before we do this, okay, what does Darth Vader say to Luke when he tells him the thing? What does he say to him? I want to see if we get the quote right. What does he say?
Luke, I fucked your mom.
No, what is the quote? I want to see if we get it right. What is the quote?
Oh, sorry.
I
fucked your mom.
What is the quote? Tell me, what is it? I want to see if we know it.
No, I fucked your mom.
Come on! What is the quote? Tell me. I want to know if you know this.
No, I am your father.
Thank you. That is one of the most...
I thought you would get that out of no, I fucked your mom.
Mum? He's not British, you fucking wanker. But...
I actually think the guy that voices him is. Is
Oh.
he? No, he's not. Never
What?
mind.
My voice is Darth Vader is British.
I couldn't remember what kind of black guy it was. No.
Are we gonna have to end this stream early?
Yeah. We can cut that out, right?
Not a live stream. You fucking.
No, I couldn't remember, like.
Okay, but people always say the quote is, Luke, I am your father. But no, Luke says, he told me you killed him, and Vader says, no, I'm your father. No, I am your father. But that's one of the biggest misquoted movie quotes in history. There we go. No, I'm your father. There we go.
I feel like that kind of started out as just like, okay, we need something to kind of connect it to the thing, because if you just say, no, I am your father, like, what are you going to get from that? So if you're referencing it...
No, because Luke says, like, no, Darth Vader says, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. Then Luke says,
I know the line. I've seen the movie. But I'm just saying when people quoted it, like, in pop culture and stuff.
See? And you think he's better than I
am? Alright, I'm so fucking out of it right now, like... I can't think of words.
He's like a Jar Jar Binks right now. Okay, episode 6. It was cool. I mean, fuck. I can't think of these creatures' names, but Mr. Donald the Dwarf would know it for me. Oh god, no! The creature in the pit of Jabba's palace. I can't think of its name.
Rancor.
Rancor, thank you. The Rancor.
That's what I said.
No, Rancor. I thought it was Rancor.
Close enough.
But like, it was. I like how episode 6 was like a thing where you close out plot holes where you were like, hey, let's kill off Boba Fett. Let's kill off Jabba the Hutt.
You got what I was saying about like quoting it in pop culture and everything. But you can continue.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
What are you trying to think about?
Did we not? For some reason, one of the biggest plot theories, the Rancor. One of the biggest plot themes people always comment on is the Endor. Endor is the moon where the Ewoks live. Also the moon where the big fight happened between the Empire and the Rebels. One of the biggest fan spoken outs are where would Endor and scientifically in like not scientifically but would the Endor, the moon of Endor, would that have been annihilated when the Death Star blew up? Because people say the full planet or more than half the planet, because how close it was to the Death Star, would have been annihilated because of the Death Star.
Yeah, that's likely actually. Like if somebody blew up our moon, we'd be fucked.
Depending on where, depending on what time of day it is, apparently. Like if it's nighttime in our time, our side of the planet will get not our side, probably like almost half of our side. Whatever side the night is where the moon is on will get annihilated. The other half might be okay, but you know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, because okay, here's a planet, here's the moon. Fire comes and gets a planet, and it folds over, and everything on this half will be okay. But most of the other half will be destroyed.
Because, alright, we're gonna get into physics now. The pressure would throw the Earth so way off and everything, and like the tides would be all fucked. It wouldn't work.
Oh, the tides, fuck this shit. Forgot about the tides.
Yeah. So everybody would be dead, but it would take longer for certain people.
Then it comes to show you.
So I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, it's a Star Wars movie, so I mean, at some point you gotta kind of stop caring too much.
Yeah, but
if I wanted science, I'd watch Star Trek.
But when we get on to Palpatine is weird because he's very political. Palpatine, by any means, is not a fighter.
Yeah.
He is political. That's all he is. He's a Sith Lord. He is powerful, but all he is political.
He's just better at getting what he wants through politics.
Yes. He can't fight for shit.
Yeah.
The fact that he beat Yoda against a terrible fight scene, he got lucky. He got really lucky. Because Yoda is one of the few who is good at politics and fighting.
He's actually pretty much like every world leader ever.
Yeah, but like...
Because if they were better at fighting, they'd be
you can tell because
faster.
Palpatine stands up, let me both Luke, Darth Vader picks him up, throws him off. Palpatine couldn't do much. He could have tried forcing him up, but he couldn't really do too much. Darth Vader had a good grip on him. He was older, yes, weaker, but Palpatine isn't really powerful. He is powerful, granted, yes, he is powerful, but in Darth Vader, everyone else's sense, he is one of the weakest ones there. He's just very politically correct. Not stupid thing to say.
But it doesn't really seem to me like the Sith focused too much on, like, after Count Dooku, they didn't really focus too much on, like, lightsaber ability and, like, fighting ability, stuff like that.
Well, Darth Vader was focused on that. Kylo Ren is kind of focused.
Anakin was focused on that, and it kind of carried over to Darth Vader.
Oh, but Darth Vader, same. You know what I mean. But like, yeah, Count Dooku Count Dooku was more like a lightsaber fencer. He wasn't all crazy. He was more like being poised about his fight style.
Yeah, but like,
he was good, but it wasn't fantastic.
Well, if you think about it, there wasn't really much need to focus on like lightsaber ability or anything because, well, yeah, I guess that's what you're saying, but like Palpatine didn't really need to focus on fighting ability because he could get it through other means. Like, he had the whole clone army. Why do you need to swing a lightsaber around if you got a whole fucking army? Like, so he's pretty much always had means to get things other ways. And even, Darth Plagueis, like, didn't really... He didn't seem too worried from what I've heard from, like, Extended Universe and the 2 times they talk about him and the 1 time they talk about him in the movies. He didn't really need to focus, or didn't want to focus on fighting ability. He was more worried about, like, keeping people alive and stuff, and creating life and stuff like that. He was more worried about that than...
As I would say it, Mace Windu is the Jedi version of Count Dooku, and Count Dooku is the Sith version of Mace Windu. I kind of feel like they're kind of opposite sides, but kind of like the same moral, same person in a way. I kind of feel like that in a way.
Yeah, I could see that. And like
Mace Windu is Count Dooku, and vice versa. They're just different played
like with Count Dooku, he had to learn like lightsaber skills because he was actually fighting people. Nobody really ever talks about Darth Maul's lightsaber ability. Although I guess he was pretty good.
Well, in episode 1, if you knew this, I have to check this up again. I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but I don't think it's wrong. But there was, you know how for Darth Maul they have the actor and the stunt double.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out we took nearly all of Darth Maul's lines away, and wanted to get him this guy who barely talked, who was an amazing fighter. Yeah. The actor did not like that and quit. Mm-hmm. And the stunt double, who was Darth Maul stunt double, just took on the role fully, and he was the Darth Maul full character and stunt double.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that actually,
which is really cool. And the guy right now, I think he has a Facebook. He does tricks with like a long quarterstaff, and it's really cool.
I should look that up.
I'll try to find out the original later.
Yeah.
Episode 8. Here we come to fan theories. Ugh. Okay.
Episode 7.
Fuck. Episode 7. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, episode 7.
No. I have to look up this character's name, but.
Well, we'll do like the summary of episode 7 because we already.
No, we don't have to. People pretty much know it already. People who are gonna watch this, I think people who are gonna watch this already know the summary.
Let's just fucking do the summary because we already did the summary of all the other movies. No. You got Rey and Finn, and Finn's a stormtrooper. Rey is just like a slave type meme.
That's who it is.
And then there's what's his name too? Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron?
Yeah.
Dameron.
Finn and Poe escape from the new... No, they weren't on the new Death Star. They were just on a ship, weren't they?
Yeah, they were on First Order ship because now
Yeah.
I forgot
They
the
were in a
rebellion
Star
changed.
Killer base.
The rebellion changed to I forgot what the name of the revolt thing was, but I know the Empire is now called the First Order. They're not the Empire anymore. They're the First Order.
Yeah.
Kind of the same exact thing, but different name.
Yeah. I'm sure that's gonna get explained in the next movie.
Kylo Ren, who is the son of Leia and Han Solo, also the grandson of Darth Vader, has miraculous powers. We see new powers we haven't seen yet. One of which being Poe Dameron tries to shoot him at the beginning. Kylo reaches and literally stops the blaster from shooting him. In midair, just stops the blaster and freezes Poe's body.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Fresh.
And then he lets go of his hand and talks to Poe Dameron. His hands are down. He's forgetting all about that, and it's staying frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about the Stormtroopers is that Finn or F1 1247. F1247. I think it's F1247, but FN247. Yeah, but he's a real person. He's freaked out about this, which shows you many of these people were kidnapped and taken, pushed to be in a First Order soldier.
Yeah, we kind of established it like.
Yeah, so it's no clones. 100% no clones. These are real people fighting. These are actually all different people.
I heard there was like some reason why the clones weren't there anymore. The people on what is it, Megiddo?
Well, I think the clones died off. Not really died off, but like they either went to they might have even gone to hiding. I think because of what happened with the Empire.
I think just people. I think it was Megiddo, but I don't know for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the people on Megiddo, they were just like, you know what, we're not gonna do this for you anymore. Even though, as far as I can tell, like they were the only customer they had. They were a cloning facility, but they literally only made clones of one person for one really specific purpose.
Well, you know who the clone was of, right?
Yes. That's explained in the second movie.
Yeah, Jango Fett. Now, here's one of my biggest theories. Next to, I guess in the First Order, you would say Supreme Leader Snoke, and then Kylo Ren. But the general, this guy is the General Tarkin of Episode 4. How it was like the Emperor Darth Vader and General Tarkin. In this movie, now it's Supreme Leader Snoke, Kylo Ren, and General Hux. Here's my theory on Hux. When Rey was a child, someone was taken away from her. I feel like Hux is either her. I don't know. I have to look at the age difference, but of the characters, not the actors or actresses, but the characters. I feel like Hux is either her father or her brother. That's why they're going to Jeddah. I think it's Jeddah. Yeah, that's what they're going.
Which one was Hux?
Hux was, you know how there was the general, and then Kylo Ren. How whenever they went to the dark room to meet with Supreme Leader Snoke.
Oh yeah.
Hux is blood related to Rey. He's a guy who also got a huge speech. Get that huge speech to, "We will destroy the Republic." Hux is blood related to Rey. That is a fan theory going on already, I think. That's my biggest theory. Now,
yeah, I actually hadn't heard that one before.
You haven't heard that before? Seriously?
No, yeah.
Am I the only one with this fan theory that Hux is blood related to Rey?
Possibly. I don't think anybody knew Hux was in the movie, honestly.
No, Hux wasn't. He was the general.
I know he was in the movie, but like, I don't know. I was pretty much focused on Kylo the whole time. I'm gonna have to go. Well, actually, I'm watching Force Awakens like sometime soon.
Yeah, so is Hux. Yes. Okay. Now here's the deal. I could be wrong with General Hux. That might not be his name, but the general there was the character. Now, here's also what's going on now. Emperor Supreme Leader Snoke. Here's the biggest theory. We're going to only be on for like 10, 15 more minutes, guys, so keep with us.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Snoke theories. Biggest theory going around is Snoke is really Darth Plagueis, who is not dead. That's probably not likely. Could be likely. People want to say Darth Sidious or Chancellor Palpatine did not kill out Plagueis as he thought. And Darth Plagueis really is Emperor Supreme Leader Snoke, who escaped and survived somehow. That is one huge fan theory. Another one I heard was very, very, very recently was episode 3 when
This wasn't very recently. That came out with the movie. That's this theory.
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
It
didn't
just
know.
got popular recently.
Oh yeah, I got
For
popular
no
recently.
fucking
Thank you.
reason.
But it was when episode 3 when Darth Vader went to kill the younglings. The one youngling who said, "Master Skywalker, what shall we do?" And then he drew his lightsaber and then killed the younglings. That one youngling survived and grew up to be Supreme Leader Snoke. That is one of the theories.
I think that's fucking stupid.
I didn't say it was good.
Like,
We're talking about
yeah.
theories. The title of this is Star Wars
I know.
Theories.
It just
Spoilers quotes.
It makes no sense to me, like that one, and that's like the biggest one. That's the one, at least the biggest one now. That's the one everybody's quoting.
I hope it's Darth Plagueis. I really, really, really hope it's Darth Plagueis. I think he got a new name recently. I do know. I think a name was released for which Sith Lord he was. I think.
No, Darth Plagueis is Darth Plagueis.
No.
Get your foot
Snoke.
off camera.
Snoke.
Oh.
I think he's one of the starts with an M. I think it is, but I don't want to look into it. I want to be mostly surprised and see what happens. I'll go with your theory now.
I feel like there's another big one, and I can't think of it. Oh, that Snoke is Mace Windu. I've heard that one before.
It could be possible, but
it's unlikely.
One very big problem.
Okay.
Not gonna say it though. What?
Why aren't you gonna say it?
Oh.
The whole point is to discuss the theory. Say why Mace Windu isn't Snoke.
Depending on actors, Snoke looks different than Mace Windu. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
unless they're gonna do a thing where it's him, but something happened, like he got almost like a Joker thing, but like
the thing with Snoke is like he's super old and decrepit, and like he's obviously been through some shit, so that's gonna change his physical appearance.
True.
So that would account for like
Snoke is Voldemort because he has no nose.
That would account for the difference in like skin color and everything.
Yeah.
Because he's just like super old.
Then again,
he lost the melanin. Plus, he's been sitting in a fucking thing, and honestly, he possibly could like be black because we've only seen him blue so far. Obviously, you've talked about the actor and everything, but this is Hollywood.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hollywood seems to kind of still be okay with blackface for some reason.
I know, but my thing is, I never read any of the books Star Wars. I'm gonna try to, probably not going to get a chance to.
Well, it doesn't matter if.
No, I mean, like, I don't know if I don't know if the character of Mace Windu is written in as a person of color or not. I don't know that or not.
I think it's canon that he is.
Because that's my thing. I don't know if it's canon like that. I don't know if it's only canon because they made him that in the prequels. I don't know. I have to ask Ward to it, but
I'm sure it is canon, but I don't know for sure. Well, I mean, most of the extended universe is based directly off of the movies, so he probably would be.
That's true. Now, okay. So we get really into a lot of theories.
That's the other big one, but the one I'm kind of thinking.
But Hux is Rey's blood related. I know that.
Well, no, we're still on Snoke theories.
Oh.
The big one I've kind of been thinking recently, and I don't really have any actual evidence for this, which is kind of weird. Uh-oh. But just the way the movies are going, it's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. Just a little bit ago, I got like this weird gut feeling that Supreme Leader Snoke is actually Bail Organa. I don't know. Which would be a weird one. And you're making us make noise while I'm talking.
Bail Organa, really?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just... It seems unlikely.
I mean...
But, okay.
Oh, wait. On the contrary, he's Supreme Leader Snoke. They have not really said much about him being a Sith Lord or Jedi yet. Yeah. So there is really, unless you know the movies, we could be wrong, but there is no proof that he has midichlorians or the powers of a Jedi or a Sith Lord. It could just be a Supreme Leader who is controlling the First Order.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have no powers at all whatsoever.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have anything in universe to justify Bail Organa being Supreme Leader Snoke.
Jar Jar Binks is Supreme Leader Snoke.
Stop that
Confirmed.
right now. I don't have anything in universe to really justify it, and I don't know why like he'd be fighting his adopted daughter and everything like that. That all seems weird
That's
to me.
true.
But like just the way they frame him in like especially Rogue One, they just I don't know.
Snoke has to be someone who was alive during episodes 4, 5, and 6, and Rogue One even. Because he has to be someone, he copied the Death Star ideal and look. He has to be someone who was alive during then.
Stuff out of archives or whatever.
No, archives were very much. That's the thing. If he got to archives, he had to get it out of the archives of the Jedi or the Republic. Yeah. Because they probably had the plan stored somewhere in there. So it has to be someone who was either good, who turned evil, or someone who was alive during those time frame of movies, who knows how it works and understands it somewhat. So he created it through there.
Yeah. I don't know, just it's probably not gonna happen, the Bail Organa thing, but like I don't know, the way it's hard to explain, but the way they have him in like Rogue One and stuff, it's just like here's Bail Organa, don't think too much about him, but he's here.
It's like, Bail Organa, hey guys, I'm here. I'm going to order on the die now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, real fast, we're gonna quickly do one more quick thing about how Jedi being good or evil, Sith being good or evil. Really quick on that.
Because we wanted to do that, and we have spent the entire time just summarizing the movies.
Yeah, not really summarizing. We talked about our opinions about all the movies.
Yeah, I thought we would have more time with this, but whatever. Doesn't matter. So, yeah. What are you saying about...
Yeah, because, like, our... One main point that made us want to start this was we're talking about the Jedis being... If the Jedis are really good, is the Sith good? Are the Jedis evil? Are the Sith evil? And then we've been trying to discuss our opinions of why each side was both good and evil in their own ways.
Yeah.
Like how the Jedi were... They were decent. Empire was decent. Neither one could run the galaxy correctly. But at least one was leading off fear and killing many people and just leaving off fear and anger. Another one was somewhat smallly similar, but done secretive. But trying to get the people of peace and keep them out of the loop, and mostly try to keep things safe, like, don't just randomly kill people.
Like, both the Jedi and the Empire, their main objective seems to be, like, to get control of the galaxy and eradicate the other group. Those are both of their main objectives. So, they're kind of doing the same things, they just go about it different ways. Neither of them are like, oh, we're just gonna, like, completely wipe out this entire race or anything like that, unless you count Jedi as a race, but that's a religion. So none of them are like, well, okay, you could argue that the Empire is like, hey, we're gonna destroy whole planets, but that's kind of more of a fear tactic. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna blow up this planet because we don't like the people on it. It's more of, we're gonna blow up this planet as like a bargaining chip, basically. Which was kind of stupid when you think about it, because like they blew up their only bargaining chip, or like they collectively blew up all of their bargaining chips at one time. It could be like, hey, you don't do this, we're gonna kill your dad. Now if you don't do it, we're gonna kill your mom, and then we'll kill your grandma and aunt, uncle, whatever. They'd probably go the other way, but you know. But instead, they're just like, hey, we're gonna kill everybody in your family all at one time. Except for maybe your dad.
Ugh.
I don't even have proof that Bail Organa was able to escape Alderaan.
I think it's so that they were all on Alderaan because Bail Organa in Rogue One, he went to Alderaan, told Leia what was going on, and that because he says, "I'll trust her with my life," sent Leia from Alderaan, who was home, to go help to secure the plans. So at that point, he was on Alderaan, probably waiting to hear back from her or waiting for her to come back.
Yeah, like you said that, but at the same time, like the first movie, they were trying to go from Naboo to Coruscant, and they get sidetracked to Tatooine. So
no, they secure the plans, or they secure Leia over Tatooine.
What?
That's why.
Oh yeah.
They're over Tatooine. That's where C-3PO and R2 land on Tatooine, and they send you.
No, I'm talking about the first movie.
Oh.
Like, people get sidetracked in the Star Wars universe. It's pretty much been a plot device.
Oh, don't you? They went to Tatooine because on their escape, they were running out of fuel and the parts were destroyed.
Yeah, I know.
And Tatooine was the closest planet.
Yeah, but like people getting sidetracked seems to be like a running theme. Like I know they have it happen once. Like that's pretty much the whole plot in the first movie. Well, I'm pretty sure it happens in the second movie.
They got sidetracked in Tatooine because they could have done anything.
I understand the plot of the first movie. I'm just saying it's a running like plot device in the Star Wars
but it wasn't
universe.
really sidetracked, though.
I know it wasn't sidetracked. I'm just saying like they'll set out to do one thing, and then another thing will happen, and they have to deal with that without telling literally anybody else.
Let's skip. I mean, the only people who knew about Anakin when they met him in Tatooine, the first movie, were Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Queen Amidala,
missing my point.
Queen Ar. You see how they go there to get distracted.
No, they're not. It's not that they're getting distracted. I'm just saying, like, in Star Wars, it happens a lot where people will go to do things and that won't happen, and they won't be able to contact anybody else. So
they were able to contact people in Tatooine.
Yeah, but sometimes they aren't.
No, they weren't able the entire time.
I'm not talking about that one specific movie anymore. I'm just talking about it as a running theme. Like,
most places they can't contact people, but they're trying to not contact because they know if they contact them, their place where they are will be revealed. And they're trying to stay hidden. And Tatooine was
yes, I understand the reasoning for it. I'm just saying. So never mind. You're getting too sidetracked. We're dropping this. You don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
No, you don't.
You're talking about how
you understand what you think I'm saying, but you don't understand what I'm actually saying.
You're saying how they get sidetracked. And besides that point, they go do one thing, but yet they have to do something else because they can't do what they're gonna do. They can't communicate with each other through other things.
I'm not talking about this in an in-universe sense. I'm talking about this from a writing standpoint. Because basically my entire theory is writing-based. Because I don't really have anything in-universe to justify it. It's pretty much just like, hey, if I were a Star Wars writer, this is probably what I'd do. So, yeah, I'm saying, like, when people are writing Star Wars movies, a lot of times they'll write something where the characters end up doing something other than what they told everybody else they were doing. And that's the movie.
I can't see the Yeah.
I'm talking about it from a writing standpoint.
Okay. So. Going on for almost an hour and a half now. It's good. It's good too because we're supposed to do an August live stream.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
And this is good because as you guys know, last minute stuff. Just wrap it up. Star Wars aside, my new computer will be here hopefully next week, Tuesday, August 22nd. So from there, we're gonna get hooked up, get the right tools I need for it, and we're going to try some stuff out.
Yeah, hopefully get you better quality because I know we're kind of running in at a low bit rate right now.
Yes.
We might be able to run like a webcam and the video at the same time. I would hope so. Honestly.
Oh, definitely.
And then we'll be able to get better audio and stuff like that. So
also, like that'd be awesome if I have webcam at the same time. Because then I could just connect them later, or we start at the same time to be synced already, which is sweet. But like also, tomorrow we're gonna post another video. Not Hyper Mario yet because that was from last week.
Yeah,
it's gonna be another chip challenge video next week, so we're gonna start getting more stuff.
Yeah, we just recorded Paper Mario today.
Yes.
There's no way it's gonna be edited by tomorrow. So
next week Saturday.
Yeah, actually, have you got? Oh yeah, you have already. You
Yeah.
got the SD card right
So
there.
like a basic plan, we're gonna post our other chip challenge video tomorrow Saturday. So look forward to that. If you like the chip challenge puzzles and such, we're gonna continue his one of Oregon Trail Monday.
Oh, another thing for the Chips Challenge video, if you want to see my eyes literally pop out of my fucking head, that happens. Not
Definitely.
literally, I can't make those promises, but I get so pissed. Oh my god, that was bad.
But this is really cool. I kind of like this. Not many people are gonna see this, but it's basically a roster of what we're doing. Tomorrow's gonna be level 17 to 20 of Chips Challenge.
Well, there's no need to.
Rosters are cool though. It's like I get to look forward to something.
I guess, but like, I don't know. Shit happens a lot with this channel.
Yeah, but I'll listen to
You
the
don't
roster.
know that. This happens behind the scenes.
I'll listen to the roster. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not.
You do you.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it all the time, but I just want to say the roster for now because no big deal.
Yeah, go for it.
What?
No, go ahead.
You're saying it very sarcastically.
I say everything very sarcastically.
You're
It's kind of my
okay.
thing.
Monday, we're going to continue 2 more episodes of this. We're going to continue his version of Oregon Trail.
2 more episodes of this?
Yes, 2 more episodes of his version of Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
I said Oregon Trail!
You've always pronounced the E, and it's...
Oregon.
There you
Oregon Trail! Wednesday, we're doing another movie review. Stay tuned to find out what movie that is. See? They give everything away, bitch. And next week, Saturday, is going to be the final Paper Mario Day. So look forward to that. We have our splitter back. So we're going to get a couple
we've actually got...
Sexy splitter.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, the past few weeks, we need to use an HDMI splitter to make everything work right. Past few weeks, it's been broken. I got another one finally, so we're all set up. This one has more lights, so it's really cool.
Yes.
I'm liking this one.
Look, after that started, we had a couple more things we need to record.
Got some new HDMI cables, too.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. We're going to play a lot more games, get a lot more content to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully in better quality.
It's easier to get set up now. Because I don't have to fuck around with all the HDMI.
Also, if you like this new setup, these chairs, my room, because we have a new...
I completely forgot about the whole, like, format change. We changed locations by about 3 feet.
I like this location a lot.
6 feet.
I like this location.
Way more than 6 feet.
I love these chairs. These are my theater chairs.
Yeah. Why don't we,
Whatever. My theater chairs.
Yeah. These were in our high school.
They were in our high school. I got 2 of them. Free. It was very cool. We have some theater chairs, which are awesome. We use them for movies and everything else. So, again, thank you.
We pretty much use these for everything because they're the only chairs in Will's room. He's got a bed other than that. So.
Yeah, bed is for more than sitting on, right?
Anyway,
thank you for...
These. They need cup holders. I need like a little tray here. I want to set that up. I need to work.
I don't know why you need a tray. I mean, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, you're perfectly fine. I have like this back here that's soft, so I can't set stuff on it. Your bed's here, which again is soft, so I can't set stuff on it. And then we've got like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince over here.
Have to do that still.
That's that. I could set stuff on the floor, but I don't know.
We'll figure this out, but thank you for joining us for the Star Wars.
I just want to make a little
endeavor
thing. I'm totally going to do that.
If you want us to talk more about... That'd be cool. If there's a little thing to here. Like, has to buy some wood right here, a couple over here. That'd be cool. But, like, anyways. If you want us to have more live streams where we discuss trilogies or... Not trilogies. What is it?
Actually, when we get your computer going, if we can get the webcam going at the same time, we might be able to set up a live stream where we like just play like Star Wars Battlefront or something and talk about Star Wars. That way you can actually watch something other than our fucking faces. Although
I am gorgeous. I mean.
Well, I was gonna say right now you can just kind of leave this open in another tab or whatever and just listen to us bitch for an hour and a half. If you want to do that.
But thank you for joining us for today. We appreciate it. It was fun. It was a last minute, some spontaneous combustion.
We were literally just like drinking. We're just like, hey, let's just fucking record ourselves bitching about Star Wars.
Yeah, I forgot who said we're talking about shit. And then wait, was it you who said, "Do you want to do a fucking live stream talking about Star Wars?"
Yeah, and that's exactly how I said it too.
And I
like
said,
that was almost word for word. Hey, you want to do a fucking live stream where we bitch about Star Wars?
Yeah, why the fuck not? So, thank you for joining us for this endeavor, and thank you for don't throw the dwarf. That's what he meant. Don't down with the dwarf. That's what don't throw the dwarf. Okay. Thank you to Don't Throw the Dwarf for joining us. Check out what he's doing.
He was talking it. He was talking to us. Anybody else that tuned in, thank you. I know we had a couple other people in here. Anybody who
Facebook
watches
or Twitter
this,
if you're watching it.
Yeah, anybody who watches this after we post it, because it goes live in a little bit. Thank you for watching. Anybody who just watches our videos in general, thank you.
Yeah, he's
for watching our videos.
He's while also making our amazing tips challenge thumbnail for tomorrow. He's gonna make an awesome thumbnail for this pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I should do that. I should do that for the other live streams too. I just kind of like I was going down things I needed to change, and I just did the ones that were pissing me off the most. So.
Oh, thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do our old call off.
Oh, are you?
Slash it like fun and raise your shields for subscriptions.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
Remember that?
That's a throwback.
Oh shit.
We still haven't come up with anything to get people to subscribe. Just subscribe to our channel.
Please, we are awesome people doing awesome things.
I don't know. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not your dad.
You need to
you
need to do some face challenges where, because you're supposed to be the attractive one on the channel. You're supposed to be doing challenges where like, hey, I gotta go swimming, and then he goes subscribe.
I haven't worked out literally all summer.
But listen, you're supposed to be the attractive one on the channel. You're supposed to be the one to do that kind of stuff. To get people to like us, subscribe to us.
I'll start doing crunches again, but like holy shit.
Because people will subscribe to us to say, maybe today I can see Sean's abs if I watch the video.
I don't have them right now. I'm fat.
You're not fat.
I know, but I'm not in shape anymore.
I'm not fat. I'm straight thin, but I'm gay fat. Anyways, back to we have to end this. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, slash that like button and blow up Jar Jar Binks and Alderaan for subscriptions.
Yep. Get on that, Darth Vader.
Yes. And
yeah, this is a stream. We can't just cut. All right.
Okay.
So that would have been a good sign off, but we can't cut.
Yes.
So I guess we're just gonna awkwardly wave
until it stops.
Until it finally stops recording.
Let me scroll up here. Okay. And whoop and stop.